JJC Wolves. Number 5, Alyssa Owen. Number 8, Savannah Henson. Number 9, Leia Dunn. Number 16, Maddie Chapman. Number 19, Cassie Walsh. Number 20, Rebecca Ratajczyk. And starting at the barrel tonight for the Wolves, number 21, Jessica Crotty. The head coach of the Wolves is Dan Brown, and the Wolves' assistant coach is Cindy Thomas. And now here is tonight's starting lineup for your Harper Hawks. Number 4, Alyssa Rada. Number 7, Cassie Schweikel. Number 10, Katie Hoffman. Number 13, Rubiva Josunis. Number 17, Natalia Smith. Number 19, Victoria Gorney. And starting at the barrel tonight for the Hawks, number 1, Jules Carasello.
And welcome into another edition of Harper College Volleyball. I'm your play-by-play man, Liam Crotty, and tonight the number 7 Harper Hawks take on their conference counterpart, the Joliet Junior College Wolves. Harper College coming off a victorious weekend, going 3-0 over Milwaukee, St. Ambrose, and Illinois Valley College. They have moved to 2-4 in the N4C conference standings. They do need to win this one, as COD and Rock Valley are 1-2. Rock Valley number 1 in the country, COD number 6. Need to have a solid win tonight in order to make the regional playoffs. Starting for the Hawks, Katie Hoffman, Cassie Schweikel, Natalia Smeech, Jules Carcello, Victoria Gorney, Regila Jasunis, and Alyssa Rada. Starting for the Wolves, number 9, Lena Dunn. Number 8, Savannah Hickson. Number 19, Cassie Walsh. Number 20, Rebecca Ratajczyk. And number 1, Jessica DeCrane. Alyssa Rada will start us off here with the first serve. Alyssa Rada, the freshman out of Barrington, Illinois. Good bump there. Outside. Dug out by Gorney. Rada sets the Schweikel. That's blocked, but it's going to go down on the Joliet side. Harper takes a 1-0 lead. Madison Oland is an outside hitter here for the Joliet Wolves there. Rada to serve once again. Good pass there. That's just going to have to get sent over. Gorney bumps the Rada inside the Hoffman. Tipped over. That's going to go out of bounds. And we are tied up 1-1. Rebecca Ratajczyk comes in. Maddie Chapman will go to the bench. Jessica DeCrane, the libero, with the first serve for Joliet. Carcello outside. Smeech. That's tipped up. Tipped over. Good dig by Rada. Carcello to Schweikel outside. Outside. Nothing there. That's going to get deflected into the other side of the bench. And Joliet's going to take a 2-1 lead. Savannah Hickson, the setter, in the middle for the Wolves. DeCrane serves once again. That's going to be a service error, and that does not get over. And we are tied 2-2. Natalia Smeech starting to serve. Smeech, the freshman outside hitter from Dundee Crown High School. And she sends it over. That's going to go just out. And that's going to be back-to-back service errors. Savannah Hickson, the serve. She is the setter. Hickson sends it over. That's back-to-back-to-back serving errors. I have not seen that in my time doing the play-by-play. Katie Hoffman's turn to serve now. And she will keep this in play. Hickson outside, blocked. Rada outside the Gorney. That's blocked. Recovered. Schweikel just going to have to bump it over. Walsh. Hickson inside. Good block there, but it unfortunately goes on to the Harper side. Jasunas with a good attempt there, but Alyssa Oland was right there in the middle, and it is a 4-3 game in favor of the Wolves. Olsen sends it over, received by Smeech, inside the Gorney. That's going to go, you're just going to have to send it back over. That's going to go out. Van Welden's bump goes way out of bounds, and we are tied 4-4. Taylor Fowler is now in the game, subbing in for Cassie Schweikel. Patricia Wattis comes in for Alyssa Rada. Taylor Fowler, sophomore setter out of St. Viator High School, teammates with Vicky Gorney. Pass reviewed by DeCrane. Outside. Wow, what a kill there. Kayla Van Welden on the outside. Found the left side. No one was there. And the Wolves retake the lead 5-4. Rebecca Ratajczak is now serving with a 5-4 lead. Smeech receives it. Fowler, just soon as that's in. Not her most powerful hit, but nonetheless, Joliet not ready for it, and it's tie game now. Alyssa Olin coming back into the game, along with Lena Dunn. Vicky Gorney now is serving. And she sends it over. Hicks outside. Nothing there. Fowler with the dig. Carcelo outside the Wattis. That's going to be dug out. That's tipped. That's going to be a illegal lift. Stand corrected. It'll be a replay. Looks like the officials may have made a mistake there. Gorney will serve once again. Pass received by Dunn. Hickson inside to Chapman, and that's going to go. Dump right in the middle, actually in the right back corner there, and caught everyone off guard. Lena Dunn to serve now, the freshman of Morris High School. Maddie Chapman there with the point, freshman of Newark. Pass received by Carcelo. Fowler inside the Wattis. Good block there, and that gets deflected by Chapman. Back onto the Harper side, and they tack on to the lead 7-5. Joliet Wolves led by Dan Brown and assistant Cindy Thomas. Smeech receives it. Fowler sets. Jasunas with the block. Correction, that was Maddie Chapman with the block, but that's deflection and goes out of bounds, and it's 7-6. Just soon as we go to the bench, Katie Hoffman will come in. Jules Carcelo serving for her first time tonight, the libero out of Hersey High School. Hickson back to Chapman. Good block. Fowler. Back row hit from Gorney. Nothing there. Hickson way outside. That's going to be a two-hit penalty. Or a two-hit foul. And Harper has tied it up 7-7. Carcelo to resume play here. And that one barely gets over, and it's going to count as an ace. Caught the Wolves off guard, and Jessica DeCrane was not there in time, and the Harper Hawks take the lead 8-7. Carcelo sends it over. Dunn inside the Chapman. Dumps it over, and that's going to go. As Chapman has twice now found that corner. No one in the area. Casey Walsh to serve now, freshman defender out of Joliet Central. Fowler inside the Hoffman. That's going to go right off of DeCrane, and Harper retakes the lead 9-8. And substitutions as Cassie Schweikel and Alyssa Rada will come back in. Alyssa Rada serving for the second time tonight. Rada doing a heck of a job so far. She sends that long. That's going to go. They're just going to have to send that one back over. Done. Gorney inside to Schweikel. Casey Walsh hits it out of bounds. Casey Walsh hits that one out of bounds. It's going to be 10-8. Good job there by Katie Hoffman. Rada sends it over. Dunn. Hickson outside. That is just out. Good play there by Alyssa Olin, but nonetheless, just a little left. We're going to have a timeout called here from Joliet. We'll be back in just a minute. Harper leads set 1, 11-8 over the Joliet Wolves. Touchdown. And we are going to resume play here at Harper College. Once again, set 1, Harper leads Joliet 11-8. So far, a back and forth game, back-to-back-to-back service errors in favor of Harper College. So that was quite interesting. Alyssa Rada serving once again. That pass is received by Dunn. Hickson outside the Olin. Blocked. Carcello to dig. Rada outside the Schweikel. Off of Casey Walsh, and that will count. Heck of a play there by Cassie Schweikel. Katie Hoffman and Natalia Smeech in the front line there with the block on that Olin, the kill attempt. And Rada serves once again. 12-8 the score. Casey Walsh receives it. Hickson to Chapman. That's going to count. Looked like a curveball going in there. It was a very interesting kill attempt. That's her third point accounted for so far. Alyssa DeCrane serving now. Jessica DeCrane, excuse me. Freshman out of Minooka High School. She sent it over. Gorney. That will not... Good job by Hoffman. Dug out by DeCrane. Hickson outside the Olin. That's going to be in as a miscommunication from Gorney and Carcello. And that scores to make it 12-10. Alyssa DeCrane. Jessica DeCrane, excuse me, once again, will serve. Gorney outside here. Smeech, that one's blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds. That was blocked by Ratajczak. Rebecca Ratajczak. Both teams doing a good job blocking so far, but so far Harper's had more success. 13-10 in set 1. Natalia Smeech with the serve. That one barely gets over, and that's going to be an ace. Casey Walsh caught off guard once again. 14-10. Harper playing very well so far. She gets it over. Dunn. Backside. Ratajczak. Dug out by Rada. Carcello. Back row to Smeech. Good dig there by Dunn. Inside. Ratajczak. Carcello with the dig. Outside. Gorney. Dug out by DeCrane. Hickson outside the Oland. That's going to go way long, almost into the other basketball court. And a heck of a rally there from both teams, but Harper wins that one. 15-10 the score now in set 1. As always, rally scoring. Smeech sends it over. Dunn. Hickson inside the Ratajczak. That's blocked by Hoffman. That's going to be maybe a third hit, nothing less. Gorney And it looks like the 3-hit rule. They did not get it over in time. Gorney's kill was blocked there by Ratajczak. Heck of a play there. Savannah Hickson the serve now. Smeech receives it. Rada. Hoffman just going to have to send it over. Walsh. Hickson inside the Ratajczak. Good job by Rada. Carcelo outside. Schweikel, that's blocked. To Crane, having to go outside the dunk. She's going to have to set it over. Carcelo. Hoffman inside. That's going to go right off of. That went right off of Savannah Hickson. I thought an inadvertent whistle happened from the other one judge. But nonetheless, it's 16-11. Katie Hoffman will serve. Hoffman. Casey Walsh receives it. Hickson outside through Ratajczak. What a kill. But they're going to call deflection off of Harper. And that point is awarded to the Wolves. 16-12 here in set one. Alyssa Olin to serve once again. Most of the Joliet players come from that surrounding area. Good job by Smeech there. Rada back to Gorney. Just going to have to send it over to Crane. They're just going to have to send it over. Smeech. Rada inside the Schweikel. That's blocked. To Crane. Hickson inside the Ratajczak, and that's going to go down. Great passing there from Rebecca Ratajczak and Savannah Hickson. Alyssa DeCrane doing a heck of a job so far in the dig column. Olin to serve once again, and Kayla Van Welden coming back into the game for the Wolves. Smeech receives it. Rada outside the Gorney. That's going to be dug out by DeCrane. Hickson outside, done, blocked by Regila Jasunas. Regila Jasunas whiffed the block back onto the Joliet side, and that's going to make it 17-13. Two more subs. Taylor Fowler and Patricia Wattis come back in for Cassie Schweikel and Alyssa Rada. Taylor Fowler, normally the setter, hasn't started the last couple of games. Hickson inside. Ratajczak. Good job by Fowler. Carcelo outside. Gorney. That gets blocked, but it's dug up by Hickson. DeCrane to Van Welden. That's going to be a dig. Not a dig. That's going to be a kill. And a great job there by Kayla Van Welden. Substitution, Aubrey Sinchak coming in. Aubrey Sinchak, a freshman out of Wilmington High School. Sinchak, the lefty, sends it over. Smeech receives it. Fowler inside. Jasunas. That one is blocked by Chapman, but it goes back onto the Joliet side. Regila Jasunas having a heck of a day so far. Rebecca Ratajczak will go out. Kayla DeCrane goes back in. Gorney over to DeCrane. Outside, done. Carcelo, Fowler, back row to Gorney. That one does not get over the net, and that'll make it 18-14. Excuse me, 18-15 for the Harper Hawks lead. So far, a great game. Layla Dunn. Carcelo receives it. Fowler outside the Smeech. That one's going to go down. Natalia Smeech there with a great kill. Kind of caught JJC off guard. And we'll have a timeout called here by the Joliet Wolves. We'll be back here from Harper College. Set 1, Harper 19, Joliet 15. And we are back. 19-15 is the score. Jules Carcelo the serve here, playing the libero position for the Harper Hawks. She does not get it over, serving error, and that will cut the deficit to 3, 19-16. There is a sub. Casey Walsh comes in for Caleb and Walden. Casey Walsh serving now. Gorney. And that will be not a serving error, but that was very interesting. Gorney was caught off guard. Katie Hoffman caught off guard. And that counts for the JJC Wolves. The lefty sends it over. Gorney sets to Fowler, who sets to Smeech. That's blocked by, it looks like Hickson. Savannah Hickson with the block. Goes back on Harper's side, and now it's 19-18. Joliet cutting their way back into this thing. Walsh sends it over. Gorney, that was Carcelo. Outside, Wattis. That's going to go into the JJC bench. And it is a tie game. Timeout called by Harper College. We'll be back. Set 1, 19-all is the score. And we resume play. Joliet Junior College Wolves have tied it back up 19-all in set number 1. Casey Walsh will send it over. Smeech receives it. Fowler to Hoffman inside. Carcelo. Gorney. Wattis is going to have to send it back over. Wow, it'll count. A desperation bump hit over to avoid the 3-hit penalty. Kind of caught JJC off guard. And it's 20-19 now in favor of the Hawks. Schweikel and Rada come back in. Alyssa Rada serving once again. That one does not get over. Another serving error. This is probably the most crazy amount of serving errors. I think I've counted 5 or 6 so far in just one set. Jessica DeCrane the serve for the Wolves as it's 20-20. Gorney receives it. Rada outside the Smeech. Casey Walsh with the dig. Hickson outside the Olin with the kill, and it'll go. Joliet jumps back up on top, 21-20. Good job there by Alyssa Olin. Good pass from Savannah Hickson. Jessica DeCrane serves once again. Gorney receives it. Rada inside the Hoffman. That gets blocked. DeCrane. Hickson. Tie check. That was very interesting how that happened. Hickson outside the Olin. Blocked. Carcelo digs it out. Rada outside the Smeech. That gets tipped. Casey Walsh with the dig. Olin. Bumped it over by Layla Dunn. Inside Hoffman. That one's going to go, and we will have a 21-all set. It started off with a little awkward hitting there from Katie Hoffman, Alyssa Rada, or Vicky Gorney, excuse me, and it ended up Harper winning that point. 21-20. Smeech. Dunn. Hickson outside the Olin. That gets tipped. Rada to Schweikel. Doesn't get it over, and Harper is now down 22-21. Savannah Hickson, the setter, serves now. Nice and easy. Rada outside the Gorney. Just going to have to bump it over to Crane. Hickson inside to a tight check. Nothing there. Hickson outside the Dunn. Blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds in favor of the Wolves. 23-21, we will have another timeout from the Harper Hawks. 23-21 in favor of Joliet in set number 1. We will be right back. And we are back. 23-21, Joliet has taken the lead in set number 1. Savannah Hickson the serve for the Wolves. Harper has certainly fought their way in this one. Hickson just going to go easy on this one. Smeech. Rada outside the Hoffman. Blocked. But that's off of Alyssa Rada, and Harper is now down to the final point as Joliet is up 24-21 in set point. Savannah Hickson the serve. Carcello. Gorney right off of, and that goes right off of the speaker system up top, as that's a weird way to end the set. Joliet takes 25-21. Harper, couple mistakes they made. Joliet took advantage of them. We're going to take a quick break here. In a couple of minutes, we'll be back. As mentioned, Joliet takes set 1, 25-21.
The Harper College Police Department, thank you very much for being here and for your support of Harper Athletics. Go Hawks! serve and set 2 goes to JJC Wolves. And the first server is number 19, Casey Walsh.
And we are back for set number 2. Casey Walsh for Joliet will start off with a serve. The lefty sends it over. Gorney receives it. That's going to go. Hoffman's going to have to tip it over. Hickson outside the Chapman. Nice job there. That was a heck of a kill there, and Gorney was not ready for it, and Joliet jumps up on top 1-0. Walsh to serve once again. JJC came out firing. Gorney, Rada, Smeech. That one's blocked by Olin, but it goes on the JJC side, and we are tied 1-1. Good job there. Not Rada's best set there. That was a bump, excuse me. Natalia Smeech made the best of it. Smeech will serve now. Walsh, Hickson outside the Olin. That one is going to go in. As looks like the line jug's a little confused there. Good job there by Alyssa Olin. And it's 2-1. Jessica DeCrane, the serve, the libero. Carcelo, Rada outside the Gorney. What a nice job there. That kill is good. Right off of Rebecca Ratajczak. Katie Hoffman the serve now. Katie Hoffman, a freshman out of Elk Grove High School. Walsh. Nothing there. Hickson. Olin's going to have to send it over. Hoffman with the dig. Rada bumps the Gorney outside. That one's going to go way long, and that's going to put Joliet back up on top 3-2. Savannah Hickson, freshman setter out of Plainfield South High School. Going to go very short there. Rada, that one's going to get tipped over, but it's still in play. Gorney. I don't know. There's going to be a discussion between the officials. It looked out, but I don't know if there was a tip there. And it will be awarded to the Wolves. 4-2 the score now. It was a very confusing time right there. As soon as Gorney was in play, it felt like, looks like the officials had a change of mind. Rada inside the Jasunas. That one gets tipped. Walsh with the dig. Outside Hickson. Done. Dug out by Rada. That's going to get bumped outside the Gorney. That's going to go way long. Almost at the back end of the basketball court here. And it's going to be 5-2 here. Joliet capitalizing on some mistakes here. Hickson goes short. Schweikel will just have to send it over. Walsh. Hickson inside. Good block there by Jasunas. Layla Dunn. Oh, that's going to be a miscommunication from Schweikel and Carcelo. And Joliet capitalizes on another mistake, and it's 6-2. Harper's playing with heart and effort. They just got to settle down here. And Carcelo with the save of the day. Outside, and that's going to go right off of Natalia Smeech. Hickson had a short serve there that barely got over the net. Rada smoked into it, and Carcelo just sent it over. Timeout is called by Harper. We'll take another quick break here. Set number 2, Joliet 7, Harper 2. And Savannah Hickson will serve once again. Carcella receives it. Outside, Jasunas. That one's going to get blocked out of bounds, though, by Layla Dunn. And that will result in a Harper point. Jasunas with the kill attempt. Wattis and Fowler come back into the game for Schweikel and Rada. Taylor Fowler serves. DeCrane. Hickson inside for Tychek. And it looks like we have a foul called. Looks like a net violation. Not 100% sure what it was.
Number 5,
Alyssa Olins subs in, or excuse me, is serving now. Kayla Van Welden subs in for Casey Walsh. Fowler bumps outside the Wadas. That's going to have to get sent over. Oland outside Hickson to Van Walden. Nothing there. Gorney inside Jasunas. Nice job. What a dig over there. Wadas dug out by Oland. Hickson bumps to Dunn. Just has to set it over. Wadas outside to Gorney. That one's going to get blocked, but out of bounds by Layla Dunn. Excuse me, Layna Dunn. And it's 8-4. Still in favor of the Joliet Wolves. Daniela Pineda comes into the game now, making her first appearance in set number 2. Hickson outside the Van Walden. Blocked! Hickson outside the Dunn. Tipped over. And that will get tipped backwards out of bounds by Smeech. And Joliet gains a point, 9-4. Maddie Chapman comes into the game now, along with Aubrey Sinchek. Aubrey Sinchek, the lefty out of Wilmington. Carcelo inside here. Tawadas, that's blocked by Chapman, but it goes into the Joliet side. And that'll make the score 9-5. Jules Carcelo. More substitutions here for the Joliet Wolves. DeCrane comes back in. Carcelo sends it over. DeCrane receives it. Hickson sets outside the Van Walden. Nothing there. Fowler outside the Smeech. That one's going to be a kill, and that's going to go. 9-6 now the score. Harper trying to pick up on some momentum here. They did a good job there on defense and with some passing. Carcelo de Libero, to serve once again. And she sends it over. The Crane receives it. Hickson outside the Van Walden. That one is out of bounds, but in favor of the Harper Hawks as they've cut the deficit to 2, 9-7. Katie Hoffman makes her appearance here in the set number 2. Carcelo taking her time. Sends it over to Crane, receives it. Hickson inside the Chapman. Nice job by Taylor Fowler. Pineda to Smeech. Oland all the way outside the Van Welden. Nothing there. Smeech with the dig. Fowler outside the Wadas. Blocked. And heck of a try there by both Fowler and Wadas. But nonetheless, it's going to be in favor of the Wolves. 10-7 now the score. Layna Dunn to serve now for her first time in set number 2. Pineda receives it. Smeech outside. Wadas just going to send it over. Dunn. Hickson inside the Chapman. Pineda with the dig. Smeech. Good job there. Holy crack. What are we doing? Fowler. Carcelo's going to send it over. Wow, there we go. We've got a point. I apologize, folks. It felt like neither team could establish trying to get the ball to the setter and outside to the outside hitters. It just felt like everyone forgot how to volleyball. But Harper gets the point here, and it's 10-8 here in set number 2. Alyssa Rada comes in and serves. To Crane. Hickson inside the Chapman. tipped. That'll be a penalty called here. I'm not 100% sure what they just called. Casey Wall subs in for Gayla Van Walden. Wall serving quite a few times so far. Pineda, Rada, Hoffman's going to have to send it over. Casey Walsh, nice job there. Both trying to have dump passes. Nice job there. That's in. Heck of a job there with the kill by Natalia Smeech. Victoria Gorney comes into the game, subbing in for Daniela Pineda. Smeech serving for the first time in set number 2. Dunn receives it. Hickson outside the hole end. Dug out by Carcelo. Rada sets outside the Gorney. That's going to be a deflection right off of Maddie Chapman, and it is now 11-10. Harper clawing their way back into this one. Natalia Smeech to serve again. Smeech sends it over. Walsh. Hickson. Dunn's going to have to bump it over. Received by Smeech. Rada inside the Schweikel. That's blocked. Carcelo. And it looks like we have a double hit here called on the Harper Hawks. And that'll make it 12-10. Didn't really see where it was, but doesn't matter. Refs ref, players play. And DeCrane will send it over. Carcelo receives it. Gorney. Carcelo just have to bump it over. Inside. Nice job there by Rebecca Ratajczak. Caught Alyssa Rada off guard. And now it's 13-10 in favor of the Wolves. Joliet doing a job killing the momentum there. Gorney. That's going to be not a serving ace, as Gorney did receive it, but caught Rada once again off guard. 14-10 the score in set number 2. Carcelo, Smeech, outside the Hoffman. That was not a good job there. Not good communication by the Harper Hawks, and we're going to have another timeout called by Coach Bob Visselway. We'll be right back. 15-10 in favor of the Joliet Wolves is the score. And we are back here. 15-10 is the score. Jessica DeCrane to serve for the Wolves. Smeech receives it. Rada inside the Schweikel. Dug out by DeCrane. Hickson outside the Olin. And it will be in favor of the Harper Hawks as it hit into the net. And maxed out on the 3 hit there. And Katie Hoffman will serve. 15-11 is the score now. Hoffman sends it over. Casey Walsh receives it. Outside, Ratajczak, nothing there. Rada outside the Gorney. Nice job there, Dunn. Good job there. Rada, Hoffman saves it. Hickson inside the Ratajczak. Nothing there. Casey Walsh. Rada outside. Wow. And oh my goodness, we were right there. We had a great rally going. And Harper just makes the mistake there, and it's going to be a 16-11 score now. Looks like we have a interest. Not sure what's going on here. Savannah Hickson the serve now. Like I said, Harper's playing hard. They're playing well, but they're making some critical mistakes here. Smeech. Rada. Schweikel. That's blocked by, it looks like Alyssa Olin. And Joliet tacks on the lead to 6 as it's 17-11. And Smeech receives it. Rada outside, inside the Gorney. That's going to barely get over. Rada, and it looks like we're going to get awarded a point. Official here didn't really clarify exactly what it was. Schweikel and Rada will get subbed out for Fowler and Wadas. Taylor Fowler serving once again. 17-12 in set number 2. Casey Walsh. Inside, Ratajczyk, Fowler. Carcello, back row from Smeech. Into the net, though. That's going to go for the Joliet Wolves. And it looks like we have a substitution. Kayla Van Welden will come in for Casey Walsh. Alyssa Olin to serve for the Wolves. She sends it over. Carcello receives it, and that will be an error. And that'll tack on the lead 19-12. Harper just has to find a way to get back into this one. Nice line drive there. Smeech sends it over. Kind of caught them off guard. And it goes out of bounds, and it's 20-12. Joliet capitalizing on mistakes here from the Hawks. Line drive there. Carcello to Wadas. We'll just have to tip it over. Hickson. Layla Dunn. Nothing there. Fowler. Carcello. Wadas will just have to get it over. Hickson inside. Layla Dunn blocked, but covered by DeCrane. Nice job there. Smeech with a dig. Fowler inside the Sunas. And it's going to go right off of Rebecca Ratajczyk. And Harper kills the bleeding there. And Daniela Pineda will come in now. Freshman out of Buffalo Grove High School. She sends that one long, and that's going to be a ace or a serving error. Not a serving error, that's just an error from the Wolves, and it's 20-14. Pineda, DeCrane, inside Hickson, Ratajczyk, DeCrane. Olin will just have to get it over. Van Welden, inside Jasunas, dug out by Hickson. Hickson just bumps it over. Inside, Wadas. That's a nice job, and that was a kill for Patricia Wadas, also a member of the basketball team here. And we have a timeout called here from the Joliet Wolves. 20-15 is the score in set number 2. We'll be back. And we are back here. Harper with a few points back-to-back. Daniela Pineda serves. To Crane. Hickson inside the tight check and catches them off guard, and Joliet will be up 21-15 now. Maddie Chapman and Aubrey Sinchek come back into the game now. Harper had a good run there, but Joliet stops the bleeding. Sinchek the lefty, sends it over. Smeech. Baller outside the Smeech will just have to get it over, and that will not go. And that will make it 22-15. Joliet building back the momentum here. Carcella receives it. Faller inside to Jasunas. Dug out by Hickson. Sinchek outside. Van Welden, that's going to right off of Carcelo, and that's going to tack on another point, 23-15 in set number 2. Joliet with all the momentum here. Sinchek to serve once again. She sends it over. Faller outside. Smeech. That one's deflected, and that's going to go right off of Hickson, and that's going to be a kill for Natalia Smeech. 23-16, Katie Hoffman comes back in. Jules Carcelo serves. Been doing a very good job so far. The Crane receives it. Hickson to Chapman. Pineda outside from Faller. Smeech. That's going to go right off of Lena Dunn, and it's going to make it 23-17. Harper needs to just string together a couple of solid plays here to give them a chance to extend the set. Carcelo sends it over. DeCrane receives it. Hickson sets to Dunn. That gets blocked. DeCrane. Hickson. Van Welden. Pineda with the dig. Faller inside the Hoffman. That's going to go down. Kill from Katie Hoffman in the middle. And that's going to make it 23-18. Harper doing a really good job so far. But so are the Joliet Wolves. Carcelo sends it over. The Crane receives. Hickson outside the Van Welden. That's going to get tipped. Nice job. Oh, and Faller and Natalia Smeech there. Great efforts there, but just not in time. But it's going to be set point now for the Wolves. 24-18. Lena Dunn serves once again. Smeech. Faller back outside the Smeech. Blocked by Savannah Hickson, and it goes out of bounds, though. And Harper cuts to lead the 5 on their last breath here so far. Alyssa Rada and Cassie Schweikel come back in. Alyssa Rada. That goes very long, and that will end the set. Serving air from Alyssa Rada will end set number 2, 25-19. Set 3 is coming up. We are here on the campus of Harper College. I'm your play-by-play man, Liam Crotty. We'll be right back.
server is number 1.
And we are back. Set number 3 here. Harper needs to win this one in order to stay alive in the match. Jules Carcello to serve. Casey Walsh receives. Hickson in the middle to Dunn. Dug out by Fowler. Rada outside the Smeech. That one goes long. Looks like the side judge is going to be incurring about it. Not 100% sure. I think you could go really either way here. Natalia Smeech had a good kill attempt there. But nonetheless, it's going to be a 50-50 call here as we will await the results here. Harper College both teams really need a critical win here because the top 4 teams in the conference are going to go to the regional playoff. It looks like we are going to redo it. Looks like no call was there. And we will restart set number 3, basically. Carcello to serve once again. It looks like DeCrane receives Hickson outside the Olin. That one is a kill by Alyssa Olin, and Joliet jumps up on top 1-0. Jessica DeCrane, the libero, is serving. 1-0 here. Joliet leads in set number 3. Carcello receives. Rada bumps outside the Hoffman. That's going to go out, according to the official here. And Joliet takes the lead 2-0. It looks like we are getting a new ball here, as there might have been either that one went sailing into the bleachers here. The Crane sends it over. And that's a serving ace. That ball took a dip in front of Pineda. She was not ready for that one. And it's 3-0. The Crane sends it over. Smeech. Hoffman in their own bench. Carcello will just have to send it over. Lena Dunn. Hickson outside to Olin. Pineda with the dig. Rada sets it over. That wasn't a set, excuse me. Carcello with the dig. Carcello just going to have to send it over. Dunn. Hickson way outside the Olin. That's going to be a kill. And the Wolves jump out to a 4-0 lead here in set number 3. Certainly wasting no time. They want to go home early. The Crane will send it over. Pineda. Inside here to Hoffman. That's blocked, and that's going to count. Alyssa Olin tried to block that, but Katie Hoffman thought otherwise. Victoria Gorney subs in for Taylor Fowler. Alyssa Rada serves now. 4-1 the score here in favor of the Wolves. DeCrane receives it. Hickson outside here to the tight check. That's going to go. That's a very debatable call. It looks like the home crowd is not pleased with that one. I thought that was out, but the back line judge here says otherwise. And Hickson, Carcello receives it. Rada way outside the Gorney. That's going to get blocked. Hickson recovers. Gorney, Rada outside the Smeech. That's going to be blocked, but out of bounds from Lena Dunn. And it's 5-2 here, the score now. Cassie Schweikel subs in for Daniela Pineda. Natalia Smeech to serve once again. Casey Walsh receives. Hickson outside the Dunn. Nothing much there. Rada, Carcello to Gorney. That's going to go out of bounds. 5-3 now. Harper making it a game so far. They started off 4-0. But have clawed their way back in. Smeech. Nice line drive right off of Casey Walsh. And that's going to be an ace. Five to 4 here. Harper earning their way back into this one. Smeech sends it over. Dunn bumps Hickson outside. Good job there by Rada. Carcelo outside the Gorney. That was barely outside. And that will go out of bounds backwards from DeCrane and Alyssa Olin. And we have a tie game. It's 5-5 now. Harper doing a really good job here, just settling in and not making the critical mistakes. Smeech sends it over once again. DeCrane. Dunn will have to just bump it over. Smeech. Rada inside the Hoffman. Blocked, and that's going to go down. Harper has taken the lead, 6-5. Like I said, Harper's just doing a really good job of being fundamental here and letting Joliet make the mistakes here. And I stand corrected as it's now a tie game as Natalia Smeech with the service error. She had been doing a heck of a job so far, but that's not gonna let them deter themselves. As here comes Alyssa Olin with the serve. Smeech, Carcelo, what the save! Smeech is going to have to just send it over to DeCrane. Hickson outside the tight check. That gets blocked, and that's going to go down. Great save there by both Carcelo and Natalia Smeech. And it's 7-6 now with Katie Hoffman serving. Hoffman serves. That's going to go out. That's an ace. Joliet not looking too sharp right now. A little uncharacteristic of them. 8-6 is the score. Katie Hoffman to serve once again. Van Welden, tight check with a kill. What a heck of a kill attempt. Did not caught Rada off guard. And that was a heater. That was coming in hot. And it is now 8-7, still in favor of the Harper Hawks. Aubrey Sinchek now to serve. Here's the lefty serve. Smeech receives it. Rada inside the Schweikel. That's going to go, ooh! That's going to go in! That was literally a pocket corner kill. And it's now 9-7. Taylor Fowler will sub in for Victoria Gorney.
For the Hawks, number 5, Taylor Fowler.
Taylor Fowler to serve now. She sends it over. Dunn! Hickson! Chapman just going to have to hit it over. Inside, Jasunas blocked, dug out by Carcelo. Schweikel tipped it over. DeCrane. That's going to just be sent over by Hickson. Rada outside the Schweikel. What a kill! Heck of a job there. I felt that coming. That would go in favor of the Harper Hawks. I felt they were just in position, had the momentum, and Schweikel just capitalized on that. 10-7 the score in set number 3. Fowler, and they catch her off guard. Lena Dunn not ready for that one. That's an ace. 11-7. Harper really building the momentum here. Harper sends it over. DeCrane. Hickson way outside the Van Welden. That's going to go down. And the Wolves stop the bleeding there. Good job there by Alyssa Olin. And the bleeding stops. Lena Dunn now serving. Been very active so far in this match. Smeech receives it. Rada inside the Jasunas. That's going to go down. Blocked by Maddie Chapman. But Chapman not ready for that one. Daniela Pineda now to serve. And Hickson outside here to Van Welden. Carcelo. Pineda. Smeech is going to have to send it over. Chapman sets. Here's outside the Van Welden. That's going to get right off of Jasunas. And it is now a 12-9 set here. Van Welden goes out. Casey Walsh comes back in. Walsh, another lefty on this team. Pineda outside. Smeech is going to have to send it over to Crane. Outside. Wow, no one was there to even... There was no blockers there at all. That couldn't have been more wide open for the Wolves. That was the more insane thing I've seen yet Harper do this season. And it's 12-10 still in favor of Harper. And Rada, Fowler just going to have to send it over. Done. Outside here. Olin tips it over. Nothing there. Fowler outside. And it looks like we're going to have a double hit here called on the Hawks. And it's now 12-11. Joliet taking back the momentum. Casey Walsh. Outside Smeech. That's not in good position to get the kill. And it is now a tie game. Joliet making their way back in. Harper with a couple of critical mistakes. Pineda. Rada outside here. The Jasunas right off of the Crane. And Harper retakes the lead. 13-12. Katie Hoffman coming back in. Jules Carcello will serve. Carcello to serve once again, 13-12 in set number 3. Critical match for both Joliet and Harper. Way outside. That's going to go in favor of the Wolves. Was really goofy positioned right there, but it's going to count. Oland with the kill attempt. To Crane. Fowler. Rada's going to go outside the Smeech. To Crane with the dig. Hickson outside here to Oland. Nice job by Pineda with the dig. Rada outside the Smeech. Walsh with the dig. Hickson over the Oland. Rada. Pineda. Nice job there. That's going to count there as they did not... Looked like it just caught the JJC defense off guard. And it's going to make it 14-13. Fowler subs out. Gorney comes in. Rada to serve once again. Casey Walsh. Hickson outside the Oland. That's going to go long. And that's going to make it 15-13. Rada serving once again. Harper. Now we've got a back and forth match here. Nice job there. Casey Walsh receives it. Hickson to Ratajczak. Dug out by Pineda. Carcello bumps the Smeech outside. That's going to go out. Just out. And we have a 15-14 game. Still in favor of the Hawks. And Alyssa Rada no longer serving. It's now Savannah Hickson, who's been doing a really good job for the Wolves setting so far. Short serve there. Rada inside the Hoffman. Good kill attempt there, but that's blocked. Hickson outside the Dunn. Tipped. Rada. Gorney on the outside. The Crane. All the way to... Nice job, and that's going to go into the net. And that's going to make it 16-14 for Harper. Schweikel is going to come in for Daniela Pineda. Pineda doing a heck of a job so far. Natalia Smeech. Timeout called from Joliet Junior College. This will be a minute timeout here. 16-14 in favor of the Harper Hawks in set number 3. We'll be back. 16-14 the score here in set number 3 as Natalia Smeech will get us off with the serve here. Couple of swingy momentum so far. And we have an ace. JJC not ready for that one. And 17-14. Harper needs to find a way to close this one out. Both teams have had a couple of runs here, and then it's just been back and forth. Casey Walsh receives that. Hickson's going to go outside. And that's going to be another error from the Wolves, from Alyssa Olin. JJC making a couple of uncharacteristic errors. And Smeech will serve for the 3rd time in a row. Casey Walsh receives it. Hickson inside. Tight check. Blocked by Cassie Schweikel. And we will have another timeout called from Joliet. 19-14 here in set number 3. We'll be right back from Harper College. And we are back, 19-14, set number 3. Harper with all the momentum so far. Natalia Smeech serving once again. Harper College 18-11 on the air. Casey Walsh receives. Olin is going to have to set it over. Rada inside to Hoffman, blocked. That's going to catch him off guard again. JJC just not ready for that one. 20-14 the score now. Natalia Smeech serving again, 20-14. Dunn goes back outside the Dunn. Tipped over. Rada. And it's going to be looks like a foul called on us. I wonder if it was a net violation of some sort. It's 20-15 here. And Kayla Van Welden comes back into the game. Nice job there. Carcelo, Rada to Hoffman. That gets blocked. And that's going to be another error from the Joliet Wolves. Harper College just making Joliet make all the mistakes so far. Katie Hoffman serves once again. Hickson outside the Dunn. Tipped over, and that's going to count. Either a dump or a tip, and that was just what Joliet needed. 21-16 the score. Regila Jasunas comes back in for Katie Hoffman. Smeech, Rada, Schweikel, blocked. Sinchek to, nice job there, Sinchek. They're going to have 3. Jasunas outside the Gorney, blocked. Good job by Jasunas, saved by Rada. Hickson, Chapman will count it. Chapman is a really good outside hitter here for the Wolves. I'm really surprised they have not gotten there more opportunities. Try to set her up here. 21-17 is the score in favor of the Harper Hawks in set number 3. Sinchek sends it over. Smeech. Rada inside the Jasunas. That's blocked. That's going to have to get tipped over. Schweikel. Rada back outside the Schweikel. That gets blocked. Done. Hickson outside. Nice job there from Kayla Van Welden. Wasn't really her best outside hit, but it's going to count, and it's 21-18. And we have another timeout call here from Harper College. It's 21-18 in set number 3. We will be right back in a minute. And welcome back here. It's 21-18, set number 3 on the campus of Harper College. I'm your play-by-play man, Liam Crotty, and the Joliet Wolves making a comeback here in set number 3. Schweikel, Rada. Schweikel has to dump it back over. Carcello saves it. Rada to Gorney. What a kill there! And the team's best outside hitter puts them back. They have been up front, 22-18, tacks on a point. That went right off of Lena Dunn or Savannah Hickson. And Taylor followed the serve now. DeCrane receives it. Hickson outside to Van Welden. Nothing there. Carcello with the dig. Rada outside the Schweikel. Killed. Carcello saves it. A nice job there by Alyssa Rada there. Hickson outside the Van Welden. Blocked by Jasunas. Regila Jasunas is having a block party so far. And it's 23-18. Harper inching away closer to a set win. Nice job there. Dunn. Van Welden. Fowler. Inside here to Jasunas. We'll just have to tip it over to Crane with the dig. Van Welden. Nice job by Fowler. Jasunas. Smeech. Back row. Nice job there. Way to go, Jasunas. A little oddball hitting there, and it is set point for the Harper Hawks. 24-18. Fowler. The Crane receives it. Hickson's going to go outside the Van Welden. Nothing there. That's going to go right off of Natalia Smeech into the back row, and it's going to be 24-19. KJC not going down without a fight. Lena Dunn will serve now. Rada just going to have to get it back over, and that will count because Harper College not ready for that one. Miscommunication on the bump here. Patricia Wattis coming in for Rada. Good job there by Kayla Van Welden. And then it's 24-20. Lena Dunn to serve once again. Jasunas. Rada inside the Jasunas, and that will go right into the net. And now it's 24-21 here. Like I said, Joliet not going down without a fight. Dunn to serve once again. Smeech. Inside. Nice tip. And that's going to go. And Harper wins set number 3, 25-21. We will be right back as we are headed to set number 4. We'll be back in just a few minutes. From Harper College, I'm your play-by-play man, Liam Crotty. we are back. Set number 4 here. Harper is down sets 2-1, but they have won set number 3. Casey Walsh will serve. Pineda. Rada outside the Smeech. Nice job. Good dig by D. Crane. And a good job, Pineda with the dig. Rada back outside to Smeech. Carcel with the save. Pineda. Followers have to send it over. Hickson. Chapman. Nice job there. Blocked, tip back over. Hickson back outside the Olin. Off of Pineda, and that will count. Joliet goes up 1-0. Great back and forth game so far. Joliet looked dominating through set number 1 and 2, but Harper fought their way back in set number 3. Pineda inside the Hoffman. That's going to go way out of bounds. Not even close in the play. Almost hit their bench. And that'll make it 2-0. Wall sends it over. Carcelo. Smeech to Hoffman. Dug out by DeCrane. And that will barely get over. And that will barely get over once again. Walsh, done. Faller. What is going on here? Hoffman. Smeech will just have to get it over. DeCrane. Hickson back outside the Olin. What a kill there. That makes it 3-0. Last time JJC started off 3-0. They ended up losing the set 25-21. So we got to hope for another spectacular Harper run. Casey Wall sends it back over. That's going to go long. Serving error. And that puts the Harper Hawks on the board in set number 4. This is outside of last week's North Park victory, where I was the public adjustment hour for the awesome Steve Davis. This is my first game as the play-by-play man, where sets have gone to 4. And we have an ace there for Melissa Rada. Lena Dunn there tried the set pass, which is not in the proper position. It's 3-2. Dunn bumps to Hickson. Outside, Chapman, Carcelo. Rada going to go outside the Gorney. Dunn with the dig. Bumped over. Rada. Carcelo outside the Smeech. That's blocked, and going to go down. Tie game here, 3-3. If Harper were to win this set, it would go to set number 5, and play to 15 would be the rules. Rada sends it over. Dunn. Hickson back over to Chapman. Nice job there. Caught Gorney off guard. Like I said, I think she's a really good outside hitter. They felt like they just were not giving her the opportunities, and that's going to make the score 4-3 in favor of the Wolves. Jessica DeCrane to serve the libero. Pineda. Rada bumps to Gorney. That's going to be in. Back judge calls it in. Coach Dan Brown disagrees with that one. And it's going to be a tie game, 4-4. Natalia Smeech having a heck of a day so far. Walsh. Hickson's got to go backwards to Walsh. She'll just have to send it over. Smeech. Rada inside the Hoffman. Rada deflected it too far backwards, and it's going to be 5-4 in favor of the Harper. Correction, it's Harper down 5-4 in favor of the Joliet Wolves. Savannah Hickson, the setter, serving now. She sends a curveball that's going to go out of bounds. I know curveball's not a term in volleyball, but that ball rotated very strangely, like a curveball in baseball. And Katie Hoffman now to serve. And that will be, wow, what a save by Casey Walsh there. Victoria Gorney outside, and that gets blocked by Rebecca Ratajczak. 6-5 in favor of the Wolves. That was very interesting. Great play there by Casey Walsh. Everything going backwards there. Schweikel inside the Jasunas, blocked. Rada. Carcelo back outside the Schweikel. They're going to have to send it over to Crane with the dig. Hickson inside. Ratajczak. Nothing there. Tipped by Gorney. Back over. Hickson to Olin. Nothing there. That's Van Welden. Olin's not in the game right now. Van Welden. That just gets inside. And that's going to make it 7-5. Joliet lead. Harper not making it easy for them, which is a good sign. It looks like the officials here are having a quick discussion. Not 100% sure what they're arguing about. They're not arguing, I just have no idea what the discussion is. Maybe it looks like they're trying to determine that last play, if it was in or not. We're just going to have to await the official call here. It wasn't ruled in favor of the Wolves. And it looks like this call will stand. Maybe trying to concur that they're looking at the same thing. 7-5 in favor of the Wolves. Olin sends it over. Smeech receives. Rada outside the Schweikel. What a kill! Caught the end line. And that was a great job there by Cassie Schweikel. And Taylor Fowler will come in for her high school teammate, Vicky Gorney. Nice job there. Hickson. Done. And it looks like we have a... Not 100% sure what just got called. Maybe a net violation of somehow. And it's 7-7 the score. Aubrey Sinchek, another lefty on the roster. Nice job by Carcelo here. Rada going to go outside the Jasunas. That's tipped. Good dig there by Olin. Van Welden sends it over. Smeech with the dig. Rada inside the Jasunas. And is going to go just out. Looks like the back judge not quite on that call, but nonetheless, it's 8-7, 9-7. Sinchek, Carcelo receives, Rada, Jasunas. What a kill there! Finds the gap in the Wolf defense, makes the play, and it's 8-7. Scoreboard has not been updated quite yet. And we do have a substitution. Schweikel will go out. Pineda will come in. It says 9-7, but it should either be 8-7, 8-8, or 9-8. Well, it looks like we're going to stick with 9-7 here. Hickson's going to go outside the Van Welden. Nice job there. Ooh, just missed an opportunity there. Fowler. Kill attempt by Van Welden, ricocheted right off of her. And it's 10-7 in favor of the Wolves. Winner of this set, if it's Joliet, they win the match. If it's Harper, we go to set 5, and it will go to 15. Dunn sends it over. Fowler. Rodder sets the Jasunas. That's deflected. Olin inside. Here's Chapman. Carcelo. And it will go against the Hawks as that ball hits the antenna and goes out of bounds, and Wolves tack on another point. 11-7 is the score. Lena Dunn. Fowler receives the pass. Here's Smeech. What a dig there by DeCrane. That ball was high, and that was still in play. That was very strange. That ball almost hit the top of the divider here. And that will make it a 12-7 lead for the JJC Wolves. Pineda. Rodder's going to go way outside the Smeech. That's going to count. Olin couldn't dig that one out. And that's going to be a kill for Natalia Smeech. Jules Carcelo serving now in set number 4. 12-8 the score in favor of the Wolves. Hickson is going to go outside the Van Welden. What a great job there. Great pass, great kill from Kayla Van Welden. And we will have another substitution. Van Welden will go out. Casey Walsh will come back in. They have not played a very deep roster so far. They've only had probably 2 or 3 other bench players. Fowler receives it. Rada to Hoffman. That's blocked. And it looks like we have a net violation. Net violation against the Wolves, and it'll make it 13-9. Vicky Gorney comes in for Taylor Fowler. Alyssa Rada will serve once again. Rada, the freshman out of Barrington. Walsh. Hickson. Chapman. That's going to count. I'm telling you, Maddie Chapman has probably had 4 or 5 kills today. She should have been able to find open spots in the defense. To Crane will send it over. Carcella receives. Rada outside the Gorney. Gorney, nice job there. Goes right at the Crane into the net, and it's going to be 14-10. Cassie Schweikel coming in for Daniela Pineda. Natalia Smeech sends it over. Casey Walsh. Done. Nice job there. Carcella with the dig. Rada outside the Gorney. That's blocked. That's going to go deflection into the Joliet bench. And Harper brings it away back in. 14-11. Natalia Smeech serving once again. Great match so far here for junior college volleyball. That's going to go long from Ratajczyk, excuse me. Was a good kill attempt there from the freshman out of Joliet Catholic. Smeech serves once again. 14-12 is the score. The Crane going to go outside here to Olin, and that will count. Olin with the kill there, and that will make the lead 16-12. Coach Dan Brown giving some solid instruction over there. Service sent over Carcella outside the Schweikel. Blocked. Carcella with the save. Hoffman. And that was an interesting call there. So I feel like that could have been a net violation, but nonetheless, refs call otherwise. 16-12 is the score. The Wolves trying to put the Harper Hawks away. Easy serve there, and it catches Schweikel off guard. Hickson has done a really good job of that so far with the short serves. Looks like she's going to bring the heat, and then it's just like a changeup in baseball. Gorney. Rada outside the Hoffman. That's deflected and going to go out of bounds in favor of the Harper Hawks. And Rogila Jasunas comes back in. Katie Hoffman to serve. 17-13 is the score. Casey Walsh. Hickson to Dunn. That's not even going to get over, but nonetheless, it counts. Rada inside the Jasunas. That's going to go out of bounds. Not able to get the deflection call. And that's going to make it 18-13. Match point would make it 25 for Joliet. Kayla Van Welden comes back in for Casey Walsh. As I've said, Joliet really has only used about 3 other players on their bench. Rada bumps outside the Gorney. Nice job there, right off of Hickson. And that ball literally went into the bleacher here. Another player has to go get it. 18-14 is the score. Wattis and Fowler come into the game now. As mentioned for Patricia Wattis, also a member of the basketball team. Fowler sends it over. Olin. Hickson outside the Van Welden. Just going to have to send it over. Carcel at the dig. Fowler outside the Wadas. That's tipped. Dunn recovers. The Crane. Nice job, Fowler. Jasunas. Smeech sends it over. Hickson. DeCrane bumps to Van Welden, who just have to hit it over. Smeech bumps. Inside the Jasunas. Blocked. Saved. Nice. Oh. Right idea from Mergila Jasunas. But it just ended up going too far out of bounds. And that makes it 19-14. Aubrey Sinchek comes back into the game. One of the lefty hitters here. Not a good job there. Miscommunication there from the Harper Hawks, and it's 20-14. Timeout is called. Timeout is called by the Harper Hawks. We will take a quick minute break. 20-14 in set number 4. We will be right back.
Still serving totals, Aubrey Sinchek.
20-14 in set number 4. Joliet just needs 5 more points to win the match. Aubrey Sinchek serving once again. Couple of uncharacteristic errors here from the Harper Hawks. Put them in a little bit of a deficit. Smeech receives. Fowler inside to Jasunas. Nothing there. Dunn bumps it over. Fowler. Wadas. That's tipped. And we get a point. Error by Hickson. And it's going to be 20-15. And Rebecca Ratajczyk comes in for the the JJC Wolves. No, she goes out. DeCrane comes back in. Schweikel will go out. Daniela Pineda will go in.
Number 8, Daniela Pineda.
Daniela Pineda from Buffalo Grove, originally from Venezuela. Hickson outside here to Van Whalen. Smeech. Good dig there by DeCrane. Hickson to Van Wellen. Nothing there. Jasunas, just missed it. Just missed the shot to get it over the net, and it's going to make it 21-15.
Number 9, Lena Dunn.
Lena Dunn to serve once again from Morris High School. Carcella receives. Fowler will set to Jasunas. That's going to get deflected off of the Crane, and that's going to make it 21-16. Hoffman will come in now.
Number 1,
Jules Carcelo serving once again, the libero tonight for the Harper Hawks. Dunn, Chapman, Fowler with the dig. Carcelo bumps outside the Smeech. That was DeCrane with the dig. Van Wellen, that's going to go in. 22-16. Joliet, 3 more points in order to win the match here. Casey Walsh comes back in for Kayla Van Whalen, excuse me.
Number 19, Casey Walsh.
And we will resume play. 22-16, Pineda receives. Fowler outside the Wadas. Tipped there to Crane with the dig. Pineda. Fowler to Wadas. That's going to go right behind. It looks like a net violation occurred, and that's going to give Joliet their 23rd point. 23-17 is the score. Casey Walsh just awaiting her turn. And we can resume play here. Pineda receives outside here to Smeech. Nothing there, and that will count as a kill. Natalia Smeech probably with the most kills today. Normally it's Vicky Gorney, but not quite as many kills as she'd probably like. 23-17 now the score. Alyssa Rada the serve. They have to really, really fight their way back here. Dunn, Hickson outside the Chapman, blocked. Nice job there, Hoffman. Rada just sent it over. DeCrane, Hickson back outside the Chapman. Good job there by Gorney. Carcello, Hickson sets outside to Olin, right off of Carcello. Match point coming up here for the Joliet Wolves. 24-17. That was a great defensive bunch. Jessica DeCrane, the libero. Daniela Pineda. Outside here to Smeech. Blocked. Hoffman recovers. Gorney. Walsh. DeCrane. Dunn will just have to bump it over. Gorney sets. Follow inside to Hoffman. Blocked. And that will do it. Joliet College wins it 3-1. They win set number 4, 24-17. Once again, a wonderful broadcast here. I'm your play-by-play man, Liam Crotty. We will see you next time, hopefully in basketball season here at Harper College. This is probably my last game doing this for Coach Bob Vissow, and I really appreciate the opportunity he let me do it. I learned a lot. I enjoyed watching the players, getting to know them a little bit. Appreciate Harper College, the athletic director as well, and our public address announcer Steve Davis, for taking the time, and it was just a great opportunity, and I'm sincerely appreciative. I can't say that enough. Thank you, Coach Bob Vissow, Assistant Coach Kathy Rinsella. This will be the final broadcast here as Joliet College takes the match 3-1. Harper College will be on the road the rest of the season and hopefully make a run here in the regional playoffs. Till next time.